Hey everyone, welcome to episode 3 of MTGO B-Roll, where I share with you matches that didn't necessarily make it when I was deck teching specific decks, but you know, now's a good time to share them with you. Usually I don't share them either because my opponent quit halfway through the match, or you know, something else happened that I didn't want to necessarily show when I'm deck teching a deck. So here we are. Today it's going to be all Sultai Tarmohawk, which was a very fun deck. Check out the deck tech on that on my channel. This was a really cool deck to play. And the opening hand is really heavy on Path to Exile. I'm surprised I kept it. I guess I was happy with everything else with Inquisitions. If our opponent is playing a lot of creatures, they're in for a nasty surprise. Because we have 3 Path to Exiles and a Fatal Push. It's a little overkill. But we had Inquisition, and I think I was just leaning hard on Inquisition there. Lightning Greaves. When I see Lightning Greaves in Modern, I just get a chill, because it means something unnatural is going to happen. But it also probably means that our opponent is playing creatures, and we have plenty of answers for creatures, so I'm okay with that. Alright, well, that creature won't last very long. Sure. We're gonna just Fatal Push it from now and get it over with. Yep. You know what? A hand having Path to Exiles might have been exactly what we needed. Oh, well, Tarmohawk is another threat. That's nice. Let's attack in first. There we go. Have white up for another Path to Exile. We should be good to go. Alright, that's interesting. It's gonna get pathed either way. I'm sure our opponent is not happy, but it is what it is. Kind of funny how that removal heavy hand is coming in handy here. Siege Rhino is drawn, although we don't have a 4th land at the moment. That's okay, I think we're doing just fine. Well, Arrayo is down. That's a card I'm concerned about. I might not path that right away, but it really depends on what our opponent is doing. End of turn. Yeah, I don't do anything. Okay. So let's see what happens here. They might chump block. You never know. Okay, well, that's a thing. We're gonna play Siege Rhino either way. So we're tapped out, so our opponent can play a creature and give it haste. Oh, okay. Well, it's their turn to start removing. I think that's fair. Clear Tarmohawk here. I'm trying to figure out what they want to do. Okay, repeal it is. Delaying the inevitable, in my opinion. Lingering Souls is actually a great draw. Actually, we could cast it and flash it back right now. But no, that's a bit too much. There we go. Beauty. It's kind of like icing on the cake. Don't really need that right now. Okay. So they're gonna Path to Exile us there. We're just gonna hit him in for 2. Probably flashback Lingering Souls here. Yep. Okay. Okay, my opponent gives up, so we're on to game 2. No sideboards and B-roll. There's no point. That hand is pretty sweet if we weren't just stuck on one land. I keep it. That's the type of guy I am. I just keep it. And we don't draw land. Uh-oh. It's risky. It is risky, but we have plenty of one CMC plays. That gives us some time. Inquisition shows us a bunch of stuff we don't want to see. But they're also playing it light on lands, which is not a bad thing. I think Mox Amber is probably a target here. Yep. So I draw a land. It's kind of useful. Kind of, but not really. Sure. Think, yeah. Ooh, get rid of 2 Path to Exiles, which is great, and we draw one of our own. So the question is, do I want to get rid, or do I want to attack? I mean, do I want to get rid of it, or do I want to play another spell, like Thieves Guild Enforcer? I think I'm just waiting. Okay. So I'm getting double trigger here, milling our opponent a bit more. We draw another Thieves Guild Enforcer, but now I need to start dealing with their creatures. Okay, so it looks like I want to go all in and boost up my 2 Thieves Guilds, well, all 3 technically, but at least the ones that can attack this turn, boost those 2 up. Become 3/2s. So I'm not concerned yet, it seems, about what's on my opponent's battlefield, which I think it's fair. I don't think they're going to be going off anytime soon. They're limited just as much as I am in this case. Okay, I'll let that through. Obviously. A 3rd land would be great. We don't get it. We're stuck on 2 here. But let's swing in with all 3 Thieves Guild Enforcers first, see what happens. I don't think our opponent wants to take 9. Okay, interesting. We're gonna path it right now. Let's take advantage of the tap out. Gotcha. Would really be nice if we get a 3rd land at some point soon. Right, we're gonna take that little ping. We got Tarmogoyf, which isn't the worst thing in the world. A nice chunky Tarmogoyf. Representing lethal, essentially, if we play it. Interesting. I don't play it, so I'm keeping up Assassin's Trophy. I guess I have lethal on the board either way, so no need to overcommit here. Path to Exile. Sure. That's going to help me get my 3rd land, which is something I've needed for a while. Okay. Now is the time I get rid of Areo. We get a repeal. Alright. So our opponent biding their time. We get our 4th land. So we're going to go fetch, and I guess the question is, what do we want to do here? I think Thieves Guild Enforcer plus Nighthawk Scavenger is what I'm going to be doing. Let's see if that is it. Probably am. Mill our opponent further. They're already pretty low on in their library. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess, again, I'm trying to think too cute here, as opposed to when I was actually playing this game. I just wanted to win. Kai's Guile is a thing. Yeah, I can force my opponent to sacrifice a creature, and I can create a 1/1. And that's it. Our opponent quits, and we win that game. Alright, so I think I didn't post that because it just didn't do much for me. I think I had better footage to share with you. But that game wasn't that bad, I think. Just to kind of show off what Sultai Tarmohawk can do. I love that deck, and I love Scavenger in general. Nighthawk Scavenger. So we're on to a new match here. Opening hand is fine. Opening hand is fine. Sorry, I just realized I was calling that previous match Sultai, but it wasn't. It was Abzan. I was being silly. This is Sultai, though. Okay, so our opponent's playing Dice, or some Dice Factory, or some variant of Dice Factory. I know enough to get rid of that ever-flowing chalice when I can. Our opponent being very nice to me, which is why I usually try and avoid chat in MTGO, because I get weird messages. So I can't Inquisition anything, and that hand does suck. It was a good thing we got rid of Everflowing Chalice, though. That's my guess. Kind of flooding on lands here, but we have 2 Tarmogoyfs, which is not the worst thing in the world. Our opponent is diddling around, so just let them do that. Get a 3rd Tarmogoyf, not bad either. Probably play both this turn. I don't. Interesting. I think I didn't put the right lands down, and I didn't have a proper land to fetch for. Okay, so I lost both my Tarmogoyfs. That's great. And I draw another land. Not particularly happy here. I believe our opponent also had Languish in their hand. Duress, go for it. I'm running out of lands to fetch. We're just overdrawing here. Mana Leak, I guess, isn't that bad if they go for one of their bigger mana spells like Ugin. Probably get them out. Like right now. Yep. Mana Leak. Good answer. Now I have a big boy Tarmogoyf and an Uro just in time. I think Uro is probably going to seal the deal here. I wonder if I could have tapped better. No, I couldn't have. Or else I could have done Uro this turn. So I don't see how our opponent gets out of this. Languish. That's how they get out of it. Alright, well, we do have Uro, so I'm not too concerned here. Should have probably fetch. Yeah, fetch first. Always fetch first before your serum, or else there's no point. Both those cards are pretty good. I think. Yeah, Assassin's Trophy first. Let's get Uro out. And now I can Assassin's Trophy their little Hedron artifact there. It would be prudent to do it now. Okay, I didn't see that line of play. I guess that's okay. A bit too confident. I think I would have gotten rid of that artifact. But maybe not so necessary. Yeah, okay, good. They saw what's in their hand. They said forget it. We're going off the game too. So we got the mulligan there. This hand is definitely better. I don't think we need 2 Assassin's Trophies right now. Yeah, this hand is definitely better. Would have been better if we were going first, but if they're going to start off the game slow, I will take advantage of that. Cool, got rid of an Ugin. I'm happy to see that. Definitely don't want to see a resolved Ugin anytime soon. Alright, we're going to get Durest. I guess Inquisition makes the most sense here. Yeah, get rid of the other Duress. Good. They got nothing. We got Ceremonious Rejection, which is awesome. Pretty much counters everything in their deck that we worry about the most. So probably... yeah, I'm just going to keep swinging with Thieves Guild Enforcer here. No rush. So, yeah, okay, I'm not too worried about that card resolving. Let that resolve. Okay. I'm just going to attack it again. Keep that Thought Scour for end of their turn, if they don't do anything. Short on lands once again. Trading Post. You see, now this is where I played against Trading Post enough to know you don't let it resolve. But of course, I missed the fact that they had extra mana. So it resolves anyway. So I can't be happy about that. I'm sure that misplay alone was enough for me to say I'm not sharing this as part of the deck tech match bundle. We do get our 3rd land, but I'm not happy. Not happy at all, because Trading Post is going to become very annoying. Assuming our opponent uses it correctly. Probably contemplating... alright, so I'm contemplating, yeah, tapping out completely. Interesting. It looks like I really wanted to up the pressure here. So that's what I did. Yeah. Why Trading Post is annoying. Alright. Languish it is. And getting rid of our graveyard, but that's okay. We still have their graveyard. That's more than enough for me. And I have a 4/5 Tarmogoyf, so Stubborn Denial is an actual counter now. Not just a pay 1 counter. And I also still have Ceremonious Rejection, so... yeah, I mean, I have the counters, so I'm not really worried about them having access to more mana. So I don't really care about their ramp up here. The question is... yeah, you see, I'm contemplating... I don't want to get myself out of blue. I need at least one answer. Assassin's Trophy probably on top. Oh, I put bottom. Interesting. It looks like I felt like I had enough answers to their threats. So, okay, it's fair. Do I draw a land? I do not. Draw Thoughtseize. Cool. Will be useful next turn. Got a bigger Goyf in the process. Let's see what our opponent has here. Sure. Looks like they're looking for answers. This match wasn't that bad either. Again, I think I just had excess matches that I didn't have room for on Deck Tech Day. So the rest is going to come in, and I guess there's really no point in countering it. The two cards that I really want in my hand are the counters, so wasting one on it seems inefficient. Mind Stone is okay. Lethal on the board if they didn't have that stupid trading post. I'm going to try and dig for an answer here. Probably a smart thing to do. No answer. Probably Thoughtseize them here. Or play Uro. I mean, at this point I need to get another threat onto the battlefield. Tough call. No, I think that was probably the best one. Okay, so playing my second Uro first, just filling up my graveyard, getting an extra card draw. Veil of Summer is cool. Don't have a use for it at the moment. Not actually sure how useful it would be in this against this deck. They do play black spells. I don't believe a lot of it actually targets. More ramp. This is why decks like this annoy me. They just fiddle around long enough to hopefully run into a card they need just to win the game. It's kind of like why Ensnaring Bridge is a very annoying card to have in Modern. Question is, do I let this second trading post resolve? I think I have no choice but to counter it. Yeah, I can't have to. They'll be able to prolong the game so much more. Draw my third Uro. I think I'm just going to attack first. Sure. Go nuts. If only Tarmohawk had Trample, it would have been banned a long time ago. So now we have two threats on the battlefield, which means lethal next turn. But I'm also completely defenseless at the moment. In the sense that they could cast anything they want. They may not know that, but they can. Field of Ruin. You know, that would have been helpful if I didn't have a forest already on the battlefield, because I would have gone on a forest. Okay, they're digging for answers. I feel like the end is near here. Yep, alright, we got it. So we beat them. I think, again, I didn't like the deck we were playing against, probably, so I deprioritized this as a match I wanted to show off when I was deck teching Sultai Tarmohawk. So now it looks like we're back to Abzan. Okay. So Abzan and Sultai Tarmohawk. Stall Tarmohawk at the end of the day. Again, check out the Tarmohawk series I deck teched, if you're still around here. I probably should have said this at the beginning of the video. But if you haven't seen those deck techs, I deck teched 3 different decks, 3 weeks in a row. showing off Nighthawk Scavenger and Modern in 3 different shells that I very much enjoyed. All playing alongside Tarmohawk, of course, because those two go together very, very well. So check out those deck techs if you're interested in the decks. And of course, I posted 9 matches total, 3 per deck. So quite a bit of content there for you to consume if you enjoy that kind of thing. Not sure why I'm not playing my Mishra's Bauble here, by the way. Could have been useful before. Could have used that with my fetch, but okay. Just let that pass. So I got an Inquisition, not bad. Alrighty, Defender and Hexproof, that's always fun. Question is, do I play Nighthawk? Do I play Brutality? Maelstrom Pulse, ouch. Probably Pulse at this point. Path, interesting. Seems confident. So let's force them. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's why. I was gonna just discard. Although I could have escalated there and discarded Fatal Push and forced them to sack, but whatever. Okay. So let's attack in and see what happens first. Interesting. Got chumped. Yeah, I think Tarmohawk. No? Do I want to play Nighthawk? I do want to play Nighthawk. Just to let them know, hey, I have Death Touch. Good luck. I could also kill it with Fatal Push. Just have to fetch. Interesting. I wonder why. I guess I didn't see the line with Fatal Push. It's just an interesting line to take. I could have just killed it. Maybe I was saving Fatal Push for something worse. I guess kind of like Restoration Angel. Interesting. I don't feel like I was playing that efficiently. Or optimally, I should say. Okay. Abzan Bailoff it is. They're going to gain their life. Again, I guess I was keeping Fatal Push for something worse. That was the only thing I could think of. I clearly knew it was there. I clearly knew I could have removed the other creatures, but I chose to trade instead. It's coming in for big damage here. Don't really need the life, just want more damage, so I think that's fine. So definitely lethal on board either way. Yep, there we go. Game 2 it is. Okay, weird, but succeeded. This hand is almost perfect. Like, is very, very close to perfect. Actually, that was a very good draw on our first turn. Very few hands would be better than this in this deck. You got your 3 mana, you got your curve all the way to turn 3 with Nighthawk Scavenger. You got your Path to Exile for removal, you got a threat like Tarmogoyf, you drew into Voice of Resurgence. All very, very good. Not looking good for our opponent. Yeah, I'm sure they were not happy to see this hand. It's perfect. It's almost, like I said, it's almost perfect. I think maybe chop a land for another utility card or something, but even then. Yeah, right? Abrupt Decay, Siege Rhino. Oh boy, we got rid of some good cards there. Happy to see that. And we got rid of a land as well. 2 lands, I believe. So that is good for us. Hopefully that puts them behind. Okay. Alrighty. So our hand's getting stripped away, but that's okay, actually. We still have a good hand here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to fetch end of turn. Okay, we draw our 4th land. It's the most lands I want to see being drawn naturally. But we have a good clock here, so I'm not too concerned. So we have exactly lethal on board, if my math is right. And we win. Alright, so that was episode 3 for MTGO B-Roll, the last of the year. Next week, we're back to deck techs. Remember, I deck tech every Monday, or more or less every Monday, as long as I could keep coming up with decks to tech. But deck techs start next week. We're going to be kicking off with a Teamer deck in Modern. Oh yes, I know a lot of you love the Teamer decks, so going in something cool, something new, mid-rangey. But I hope you enjoyed this video and all the 3 episodes I posted up of MTGO B-Roll. They'll definitely be coming back as I take future breaks, which I will need to, assumably in 2021. But so stay tuned for more, but for now we're done. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. All that stuff really helps me out a lot. I would really appreciate it. A big thanks to my patrons as well. If you want to become a patron, check out the link in the description. I have some pretty cool tiers. I obviously give back to all my patrons at the end of every year, so the longer you're a patron, I essentially send you rares and mythics non-bulk at the end of every year. So the longer you're a patron, the more you get. Check that out in the tiers. And there's a bit of a drawing done for the patrons as well. There's patron exclusive, where you get a bonus card in your package at the end of the year. It might be might be worth $50, $100. I think I'm going to be giving away 2 Hallowed Fountains expeditions from the original Zendikar expeditions. So those are high value cards. So if you're interested in becoming a patron and supporting the channel, check out the link in the description. Thanks and have a good one. Oh, and Happy New Year. It's going to be coming this week. Have a Happy New Year. I hope it's way happier than 2020. Ciao.